Hey man, Vegas tomorrow. You already know what it do. You already know what it do. So Vegas tomorrow, but today, Columbus. Now, I want to talk about why I'm taking this ride to Columbus. I want to talk about the mindset of the man and what it's like to be a man in a dating pool and shit like that. Now, I'm not here to say that it's easier for women, because it's really not, especially not all females. Some women have it easier, but not all of them. But we're going to talk about this bad bitch fruit that a lot of people be biting. That's what we're going to talk about while we take this ride. Doesn't apply to all women, but I mainly want to touch on the topic of men. Well, not the topic, but I want to let men know that don't let them make you feel like they're better than you. And I also want you to know, stop looking for those type of women. You gotta let them women hang themselves and drown in their own sorrow, because that's exactly what's going to happen. She's going to be up for about 10 years. When I say up, I mean she's going to have a lot of men worshiping her and this and that. She's basically going to have the pickings. Kind of like a man that is a millionaire and he's like 21 years old or some shit. He can have any woman he wants, basically. Well, that's what women are when they're so-called bad bitches, right? But they didn't work for it. And a lot of them don't have real features that you think. You know, some of them have fake hearts. They seem like they're good women, but they have fake hearts, fake eyelashes, fake hair, fake whatever, fake filters, you know. And a lot of them get worshipped way more than you, the average guy, do because of these things. It's not even who she really is. Like, I've seen women in real life, and then I've seen them on Facebook, and I'm like, nah, that's not what that woman looks like. And I'm not trying to be shallow or funny or anything. I'm just letting y'all know why it seems like these females are, these certain females are winning, and even if you're a woman that's not like these certain females, it still seems like they're winning. You'll hear good women say it, like, why do men like these women? They like the fake eyelashes, the fake butt, and this and that. And it's true. These women are winning right now, but they're only winning for a season. They're only going to win from like 21 to like 30, maybe 35 at the most, if she does a good enough job and doesn't let the ghetto get the best of her, or whatever. The world's a ghetto, so don't take that as a shot at certain groups of women. Nah, the whole world's a ghetto. We're talking about all women, all bad bitch women colors right here. All of them. We're not just saying that it's this race or that race. It's all of them, right? But it seems like they winning, but they really not. For one, they never get the guy that they really want. And even if they did, they're gonna want dominion and power over that guy because of their bad bitch energy and the bad bitch fruit that they bit. So they don't even know how to be submissive and be caring and catering to a man anyway, because it's all about them. So even if they do get a good guy, they're going to fumble him. In the end, I'm telling you, they do not win. Either way. Either they get all the options because men don't know their worth, or they get a good dude and they fumble in the end. Because a lot of them, it's all about them. It's all about what the man can do for them. It's not them trying to do for the man as well. And men who got something to offer a woman usually are pretty smart. That's why they're in that position to begin with. And they're not going to have that very long. Once they sniff out what the woman's really about, 9 times out of 10, unless he done got weak, one-itis, pussy shit, he's going to bounce on that chick. He's going to realize that, man, it don't matter about these fake eyelashes and this or that. Fuck that. I could do better. I get a real woman or whatever. But, you know, the reason why they think that you men are so exposable and this and that is because they got all this attention right now. But in the end, it's going to come back and bite them. They're going to realize that all those fake lashes and fake hair or whatever else they got going on, which I'm not against it. I don't like fake ass and titties, but if you want to put on lashes and shit, do whatever the fuck you want. That don't bother me too much. Point is this: they winning right now, but they're not going to be winning in the end, and it's going to come back to haunt them. All those men that they could have dealt with that was good and they just shit on or just threw to the side and all that, it's going to come to an end. It's going to come to bite them in the end, and they're going to wonder, where's the good men at? And the reason why they're going to struggle with men later, even if they look good, is because men are either going to be married, or because it's like in the 30s when a lot of this shit happens. Men are either going to be married, right? Married or with a woman, whatever. A woman that actually wants to be a woman and play the role of a woman instead of trying to be the man and shit. You know, either that or these 30-something-year-old men are going to go for 20-year-old men. And you got to remember, these women, they played in their 20s. They thought they was the shit. The man ain't shit, throw him to the side. Until their 30s. This is what they doing. They wait till their 30s, then they want to settle down. But they fail to realize that the men in their 30s will sit back watching you shit on him and all the other guys. And you got used up by all the other guys. You didn't want to take the wife route. You wanted the bad bitch route. So once you get in your 30s, why would a man that was been waiting for a good woman get you when he can get a woman in her 20s that understands it? He's going to go after that woman in her 20s. She's you now, but let's just say that she chose the right way to do it. She looked good just like you and everything, but she's actually a woman to a man and knows how to treat a man. This is why you see so many good-looking women not with a man. I'm telling y'all what it really is. It's not that they can't find a good dude. They can, definitely. And I'm not saying they got to get with somebody that they're not attracted to or settle. They ain't got to settle at all. They can literally find like a Kobe Bryant some type of dude that's really on a high level. Problem is, they're not submissive enough. When I say submissive, when a man is looking for that, he's not looking for a woman to run over. He's looking for a peaceful place, a place where he finds peace, an outlet of how hard life is for men. You know, this is what women are supposed to be here for, to help us and give us an outlet, be our peace. But, you know, they don't want to do that because they operate under Satan. That's why you can't go you can't go by these women's looks. The Bible tells you their looks is vain, and that's why. Because the Most High knows us. He knows that we're going to fall for the looks. So he got to let you know these looks are vain. This is the most important thing you're going to like about a woman. So I got to let you know off top that this don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. And unfortunately, these women don't know that yet. You know, this is why they hide behind filters and eyelashes and fake shots and all this other shit, because they getting the attention and shit this way. Instead of being them real selves and revealing who they really are, they can't do that, because if they do, they don't get the attention that they get when they don't do it. You know what I mean? Or if I didn't say that right, when they do it. I'm not sure which way. You get the point. But when it comes to this men shit, you feel like they winning and you ain't shit and she's above you and this and that. She ain't above you. If all a woman could do is just look like a Barbie doll, she really ain't nothing. Now, if a woman is a woman, right, and moving like a woman, well, that's something that can't be replaced. That puts her on the level of you as a man if you moving like a man supposed to move. But if you moving like a man supposed to move, and all she does is look good, she's nothing. It might seem like she's something. It might seem like she getting 500 likes and you get 2 likes. That don't mean shit. She knows it deep down inside too. These women know it deep down inside that they not nothing. That's why they hide behind the filters and the eyelashes and all this other shit. I'm not saying that every woman that uses a filter or eyelash feels this way, but I'm talking about the Jezebel type women who move a certain way, man. They use all these things to manipulate men. And they want men to feel like they're nothing or below, because the man that they really wanted, or the men that they really wanted, made them feel below. So if you are not one of the guys that she wants, she has to make you feel like these guys made her feel. That's why you get the aggressive rejection and all this other shit from a lot of the females, man. Somebody hurt them, you know? Somebody hurt them, basically. You know, who hurt you? They telling themselves. When they say who hurt you, they understand that you might be saying something about the way women move because maybe a woman did hurt you or something, or you just feel like talking this way. But to them, in their mind, they do it because a man hurt them. That's why they're hopping on Facebook saying this or that, because some guy hurt them. So that's why they attack you with who hurt you. You see what I mean? Or they do it to try to ricochet what you're saying because they know it's the truth, and the truth hurts. And if the truth applies to them, the only thing I can do is ricochet. You know, I got women that'll add me, then probably would look at one of these videos, delete me, add me again. Like, what you think, I'm going to change or something? I'm going to say the same shit over and over. Why you keep adding me? You know what I mean? You're going to get the same shit every time. Ain't no way in hell a woman be looking good as fuck and can't get no man. Because there's good men out here. And I'm not talking about settling. I'm not talking about settling for just a guy because he's nice. I'm talking about, when I say good man, I'm talking about a man that got it all for these women, right? Like a Kobe Bryant or some shit. And they still can't pull them. They still can't get these guys to cooperate or stay with them because they don't know how to treat a man. All they know how to do is put on makeup and shit, and then that has catapulted them to the status of a real woman. And that's bullshit. It shouldn't be that way. But that's on us men for making it that way. We're the ones that are catapulting these women who are just using looks, and we're catapulting them into the categories of the pool of real women. You shouldn't even be looking at them women. It don't matter about her looks is vain. Remember what the Most High said? You shouldn't even pay attention to that. If you don't see the woman moving like a woman, you shouldn't even pay attention to that. I got a friend, I can't say his name, but he was married to one woman, and then I seen him one day at Walmart, and he's married to, I don't know if he's married to the woman, but the woman ain't ugly either. But he was making a point, like, you see where the looks get you, where focusing on the looks get you. Basically, he's saying he got a good woman, and she might not, but she still look good, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but basically what he's saying is don't focus on the looks, and I got a better woman, basically, is what he was trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Because he probably was the type that was going after the looks at first. You know? And that's what happens. That's why they think they're better than you, but I'm here to tell you right now, they are not better than you. What do they do that you don't? You see your face? That's you. That's really you. You ain't putting on no lashes and none of that other shit. You know what I mean? You had to work for your place. You have to work and become somebody for women to actually like you. They ain't got to do that for men to like them. All they got to do is dress up, and men will try to fuck with them. That's it. And that's why they think they're better than you. That's all it is. But they're not better than you. And anytime you come across these bad chicks, you let them know that they're not better than you. You don't got to call them out their name or nothing, but just let them know. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. Who are you? Your pussy's just like the next woman's. Period. Your pussy's just like that crackhead woman, really. The crackhead woman might actually have better pussy than you. I don't know. I wouldn't want to find out. But I'm just saying. You make it seem like because you look good that your pussy's magically better. That's not the case. And if men understood this shit, they wouldn't put these women on a pedestal for no reason. That's the whole issue of why I'm explaining the crackhead versus the fucking so-called bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest. She might smoke crack, but she might not be fucking nobody. Her pussy might be better and tighter. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it 100. But, you know, they know that they be the most insecure women. That's why they hide behind so much shit, man. They know what time it is, but they can't let you know because that's how they bargain with men. By the looks. See, I can't let you know that I'm not better than you and stuff like that because I got to keep men at a low state of feeling like they're not good enough so they'll keep being a slave, Kuta. Keep being Kuta Kinte for me. So I'm going to act like I'm better than you. You know what I mean? Or I don't want you or whatever the case, whatever they be doing. You know what I mean? Don't let none of it get to you. You're not going to get a woman, them type of women that way anyway. When I say this, you're not going to get a so-called good-looking woman by putting her on a pedestal anyway. A lot of them are going to make y'all believe, well, this is why I'm not fucking with you because you didn't do this or that. But look at all the men that they have fucked with before that they didn't do that too. They didn't make him do all that. You just not the one they like, so you got to keep moving. See, just like men took the blue pill and thought that just treat a woman right, and this is how you get a woman to like her, like you, this fucking movie theater type shit. The women have bit the blue pill too, on the woman's side, thinking that just look good and the world is your oyster. Men ain't nothing. They're always going to be there, and it's a lie. It's a lie. In the end, they're going to pay. In the end, the men who do right is going to win. Now, if you're a man doing wrong, you're going to pay too. But the men who do right, in the end, you can't lose. You just can't make the horrible choices and mistakes. But you cannot lose. I promise you this. But the women are deceived, man. Basically what it is. They're going to wait until they're 30-something, and then they're going to stop trying to be this bad bitch, and because it's going to stop at some point. Because why does it stop? Because I know a lot of y'all be like, nah, they look good. They always going to have men and simps and all that. To a certain extent, yeah, but there's other women that's going to be younger than them that's going to take over. They're no longer going to be. They're no longer going to be the first draft choices. Just like LeBron James is still could play basketball or whatever at 45, but nobody's going to want him no more. You know what I mean? And for the most part. I mean, some people, longevity, whatever. But for the most part, they want somebody new. They want somebody younger, right? That's how it works, right? Well, it's the same thing with these women. They got like a 10-year window. But feminism and Satan have been telling these girls that they got forever. The world is your oyster. Bow down. Men are supposed to bow down to you. You ain't got to do nothing. Everything's handed to you. And then they don't know how to keep a man happy. They don't know how to keep a man happy. So they're not going to be able to keep men. They're not, even the simps are going to go after the younger women. Even the simps, at some point, are going to go after the younger women. They're not going to keep going for those women. The older they get, the worse it's going to get. Because they refuse to lock down with the right guy. The right guy is there all the time. Don't make no mistake about it. Stop letting these women lie to you. The right guy is always there for them. Question is, do they want the guy? Or do they want a guy, or do they want to play around? Especially if she look good. Now, if she don't look that good, I can understand the struggle a little bit. It might be a little bit of a struggle for her because men go after looks. But if she look good, there's no struggle. It's just simply her in her big ass head thinking that she's better than men. And she's going to find out that she's not. She's going to find out what the worth of a real man at some point in her life. When she falls on that big ass head, she's going to realize who men really are and why men are men and why you're a woman. She's going to realize that shit. But until then, she's going to think that she's this, a giant, and men are little peasants that she pick up on the string. Until then, that's how it's going to be, people. But you as a man, you can't allow none of these women to make you feel that way. You can't allow her to make you feel that way, man. A lot of y'all thinking the better she look, the better experience is going to be to sleep with her or even be with this woman. Or validate you because look what I got on my shoulder. Don't mean shit. You got something good looking on your shoulder, but she cheating on you or whatever the case. She don't even cook you a hot dog. But you got something nice to show to the world. Man, that sounds like people on Facebook, for real. Your life is not in a good position, but on Facebook it look good. You got something good to show the world. Man, that ain't the way you want to move, man. It's what's going on behind those closed doors that really count. You could always tell the women who are trying to really find a dude and the ones that are not because of the attitude. When you see that stuck-up attitude from women, you know, towards men, sometimes maybe individually to you, but towards men, it's because she thinks she's better, bro. She really does. She really looks in her phone and sees all these men and think that you're just replaceable. She thinks that's the issue. She thinks that if she doesn't think that she's better than men, she thinks she can replace them at any time. But the older she gets, the harder it's going to get. And the more she has to settle. Was she going to be 40 and get with a 20-year-old guy? I mean, she could. But I don't think she would like that very much. And I don't think a 20-year-old guy would want the 40-year-old woman. You got to think about it that way. What 20-year-old guy that's on his shit gonna want the 40-year-old woman? He's not. This is another delusion that these bad chicks are dealing with. Well, I'm always gonna look good, so I'll just get the younger men. Yeah, you're gonna get them to just fuck you, just like you've been dealing with when you was curving all the good ones and dealing with the bad guys. You still in the same fucking boat. You're just dealing with more. You're just older and you're dealing with younger men. And now you got the younger women against you now because you're no longer the younger woman. You know, this shit catches up to them at some point. And they got to reflect back on, damn, why didn't I just do it the right way? You know, the devil deceive them, man. Basically, that's what happens. The devil deceive them, man. And he also deceives you by making you think that she's better than you. Or she's better than a woman that's really worth dealing with. That's what y'all really need to start realizing. She's not better than a woman that's really worth dealing with. If she's trying to be your boss and all this crazy ass shit, man, I'm telling you right now, bro, don't do it. There's way better women out there to cooperate and want to be women. There's women that want men to be men. You know, then you got women who want to be men. You know, you want to run from them women. They will say that it's because you're scared of a woman with money and this and that. A woman can have money and still want a man to be a man. Beyonce do it. Other women do it. That's just an excuse for them not to be. That's just an excuse for them not to tap into what it takes to be a woman. Because I'd rather just be the bad bitch. It's easier. So I'm going to make this excuse and say that men are scared of independent women, or men scared of independent women. I'm gonna make this excuse because I don't want to be like those other women who are willing to do what it takes to make a man happy. I don't want to do that, so I'm gonna act like men are just choosing these women because these women are easier or shit like that. You know, like one of them things was like the single girlfriend be like, why you always slaving for him? Etc. You know what I'm saying? That's because that girl don't get it, man. She never gonna get it. She thinks it's all about her, but I'm telling you, all of them, all the bad bitches, at some point they gonna fall on their head, bro. And it's gonna be after the fact. They not even gonna have time to recover. That's how bad their karma's gonna be. You know, some of them catch it in time and change back, but most of them they wait till it's too late because they keep biting from that fruit. Like, I still got it. I still making men bow down, but it's getting worse by the day. They just don't see it yet. You know what I mean? But eventually they will see it. And the main thing that's going to make them see it is the younger women. That's going to take all. It's like a company, and a new company come in and take all the customers. So even if there is simps in her inbox, the younger one's still going to start taking them. You know, the more they wait, the more they put off a good guy and want to be a bad bitch and shit on men and shit, the worse. And really, it's like that for men too. Men shouldn't do it either. You know, you're shooting yourself in the foot too, to be honest. So don't think that it's just women that's shooting themselves in the foot. It's y'all too. And for all the women that say, I'm not settling for less, well, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror first, and then ask yourself if you're settling for less. If that guy checks off everything that you check, let me say it like this. If you don't check off everything that you want the guy to check off, how can you ask for it? I know that nobody want to hear that shit. I get it. Nobody want to hear the reality. I'm not saying that you won't get it, but how can you ask for it? You got motherfuckers asking for perfect men, and they far from perfect women. You're not even a perfect woman, but you want a perfect man. And that's the delusion. That's why they stay stuck in that trance of being a bad bitch. Because they think that there's somebody perfect, and they're going to keep biting that apple. They're going to keep eating that bad bitch fruit until they bite that poisonous fruit, man. It's too late. At some point, it's going to be too late. But hey, I'm where I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean? And that's it, man. I'm gonna let y'all go for now. Don't let them think they better than you, man. They not better than you. I used to be one of those guys back in the day too, thinking, no, they better than me, and not really, but it seemed that way. It seemed like, you know, you gotta basically be a simp. And nah, don't do that. Don't get no woman at all. You still can reach your full potential in life. You still can love yourself. You still can become a millionaire or whatever you want to do. You still can enjoy life and be happy. But on the other hand, look how many men buckled and gave up and say, yeah, fuck it, I'll just be a simp and comply to the bad bitch, right? Look at them. Child support, divorce. You know, I just talked to one person the other day when I'm getting a haircut. Now he got to fight for his kid. Cousin trying to fuck with his girl. Well, probably is, because, man, he is. You know, your own cousin. You know, this is what I'm talking about, man. But I'm sure there was signs there to let the guy know that this girl ain't the one. She ain't cooperating, so let me leave. But, you know, as men, a lot of times we don't listen to them signs. Or the simp in you, man, fuck it. I can't get no better than her. Look at her eyebrows and look at her fake hair and shit. Man, fuck all that shit, man. I'm being so thorough with this shit right now. You really got to look at them like they're nothing. That don't mean you treat a woman like nothing, but you have to have that mentality that she's nothing special. Because if you don't, you're going to put them on the pedestal that she is special. So until she shows you that you're special to her, both ways, you both showing each other, then don't do it. What y'all are doing is you see a woman that look good and boom, she's wife. I'm going to treat her like a wife. Please let me take you out. Why? Why? What'd she do? Take a picture with a filter and put on fake lashes and shit, and now she deserves to be taken out? Are you crazy? This is what I'm talking about. Now, if the woman is actually trying to fuck with you, that's a whole different story. But you really y'all got to stop doing this. This is why they are the way they are now. And they still going to fall by the sword regardless. They think they not. They think they got this shit on lock. Like, man, we got these men on lock. They ain't got shit on lock. And like I said, man, even if you end up with no woman, I promise you'll probably prosper way more in life as a man. You'll be way better off, man. If not, then prepare for the child support. Prepare for her fucking other men. Prepare for just being used like a bitch, man. It's the choice on you. You gotta be a man out here, dog. You're gonna have to be okay with being alone. You're gonna have to be okay with putting women to the side if they don't act right. Not saying that you should run over them like you some god and all this other shit, but you know what I mean when I say don't act right. But when they're not complying, they're not reciprocating and shit like that, you gotta let them go, man. But y'all won't do that because, you know, looks and shit like this. So looks in the vagina. So that's why women got y'all. That's why they have power over y'all. See, once you take away this, she looks good and she's better than me and all this other shit, you take the power. And a lot of them not going to fuck with you. That's why you got to be prepared to be alone. Once most of these women sense that they can't have power over you somehow, they'll just leave you alone. Or they won't even fuck with you at all because they want power. Listen to some of these women telling you how these women be moving. The good women expose these women, man. They want power. They want marriage and power. They don't be marrying you because they want love and shit. They want power over you, man. And once you marry them, you give them power because now they can take half your money and all this other shit. I don't have to give you sex. I don't have to do anything because if you start acting different, then I'll just divorce you and take all your money and shit, so it don't matter anyway. You know what I mean? That's power over you, man. You can't let them have it, bro. Stop thinking that just because she look good, her sex is so great and all this and all that. I've seen it with my own eyes. Some of the best looking women I've messed with, garbage sex. I don't know why, it just is. I mean, I ain't gonna say garbage, but not the best. And that's just a fact. It is what it is, man. I'm just being honest. So if that's why y'all doing this shit, you might want to rethink that shit a little bit. You might want to rethink that. Because a lot of times, you're going to get way more out of a woman who, ain't no lot of times, you are going to get way more out of a woman who really want to try to fuck with you versus one who is just there to take. I want y'all to imagine this, and I'm out of here. I want y'all to imagine that these women are like men. Look at the male players, your friends or whoever. Look how they move and how they are towards women, how they use women and shit, right? Now, remember, this is what these women are doing. Vice versa. Every woman's not a good woman. And a lot of them use the looks to get this off. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why you got to ignore the looks. I didn't say go get an ugly girl that you don't like, but you got to ignore the. So what? You look good, and that don't mean I'm gonna bow down to you. You shouldn't do that, because I'm telling you, it's probably gonna end bad for you. Probably gonna end bad for you, man. Now you start. It's like you starstruck or some shit, man. Fuck, I missed that motherfucker. Damn it, man. Talking and shit, missed the damn shit. Let me try this shit. 4C, yup, perfect. As soon as they let me open. What the fuck, man? They tripping, man. Yeah, that's all I'm saying, man. They want power over you, man, and a lot of them, like I said, man, they not gonna fuck with you if they can't get power over you somehow. They just not gonna do it because there's nothing there for them. You know, like the male players, man, it's no different. I want y'all to really realize this shit. Why do you think some of the best male players are men who look good to a lot of women? Why do you think that is? Because they're doing the same. They have the same privilege that good-looking women have. It's easy for a woman who look good to be a player. It's easy for her to pull it off because of her looks. That's why you can't be mesmerized by her looks, man. And you're going to get a good-looking woman by not doing this anyway. So it's a win-win situation. You just want a good-looking woman that's actually a good woman. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue. Put the looks to the side, man. Remember, her pussy might be, the crackhead might have better pussy than her. How about that? Start thinking of it that way. Then when you see a good-looking woman, let me put her on a pedestal, because you'll understand. You'll understand, dog, that, you know what? Yeah, she look good, so. See, this is why y'all nervous. Oh, shit, she look good. I'm nervous. That's why you doing that. Because she look good, so now she's God. You know what I mean? You got to stop doing this shit, man. You got to stop. They should have no power over y'all, but they do. And they ain't have to do nothing but look good. You doing all this shit and you can't even get no power over these women, but all they gotta do is put on some makeup and they got power over all y'all. That's crazy. You gotta be stronger than the fucking vagina, man. You gotta be stronger than a pussy, man. Or you are a pussy. You will be her pussy if you're not stronger than her pussy. I hope y'all got the message, man. Don't go out here being mean to women and shit, but stop looking down on yourself like she better than you, man. She knows what it is. She knows she's not better. But she needs you to be in that mindset so she can run you. That's all it's about, man. That's why they mad at the players, because they can't run the players. What the players do is they play possum. They kind of act like simps, but they do it in an attractive way. And then once they get what they want from the woman, then they basically, haha, I got you. You see what I mean? But they are able to get the woman because they understand how to attract the woman, because they dealt with so many women. The regular average simps, though, they don't understand how to attract women. That's why being nice don't work with them. It's not that women like bad dudes. It's just the players know how to be nice in a way of attracting the women, versus a nice guy just trying to be nice, sucking up, and it don't work that way. All she gonna do is just use. Oh, it's easy to use him. I ain't got to do nothing. The player, she gotta fuck the player to get what she want out of him 9 times out of 10. She ain't gotta do shit. So why would she? Remember, we're talking about the certain females that want to run you and shit. Why would she fuck you if she ain't got to? That's why a lot of the nice guys are just getting strung along on dates and shit. And that's why the player is getting the sex. It's not always because they desire the player more. It's because she has to do that to get what she wants out the player, or she thinks she's gonna get out the player. But the player is a player, so he playing the game, playing possum, like he doesn't know what's going on. That's it, man. I'm out of here, man.